Sexy, you're caught in quite the quagmire. You can choose to keep defending your title, and odds are eventually you will lose it, or you can prove that you truly are not afraid and fight my brother for his championship, only to be destroyed, just like everyone else who had challenged him. I'd take my chances defending the gift of the gods if I were you, but have no fear. You won't be defending it tonight, because you'll be fighting alongside 3 other champions, the Trios champions: Phoenix, Drago, and Aerostar, in an Atomicos match against the worldwide underground. I'm afraid I have to go.
All this time in the temple, and I don't think I've ever formally introduced myself. Johnny Mundo. And I'm the next Gift of the Gods champion.
Chimps for schooling it one more time. Matthew?
Yeah, the Chimps, they're not only our friends, but they're also our crime mates. Look, I'm in a good mood tonight. We have a huge main event. 2 luchadors that have a big beef with your former protege, Pentagon Dark. I'm talking about Chavo Guerrero and El Dragon Azteca Jr. They meet tonight, but there's a little bit of a Lucha Underground wrinkle in there, isn't there?
It's a big ass wrinkle because Dario is making Rey Mysterio the guest referee. How about that? But dude, there is so much action right now. Let's just jump on up with Melissa Santos right now.
Let my primates joke not make you laugh.
The following Lucha is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, in the ring, from beyond the grave, Siniestro de la Muerte.
Sinestro de la Muerte, former Trios champion, now out on his own, has been aligned with Katrina and Mil Muertes in the past. ...
Dude, I think if you come from the dark side, you're always on your own, aren't you?
And his opponent, from Boyle Heights, Los Angeles, California,
Now, 2 weeks ago, it's important to remind our viewers that Prince Puma attacked Mil Muertes. Puma then asked for Sinestro de la Muerte to be his opponent due to de la Muerte's allegiance with Muertes. There's something here. Is Prince Puma almost beating up Sinestro de la Muerte by proxy?
Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's a little more aggressive, Puma. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that. I'm liking it. I gotta be honest, but,
You can't forget that Sinestro de la Muerte had a cold, dark hand in the burial of Puma's mentor, Conan.
Again, Puma's got, he's got to stand on his own 2 feet sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Yes, they had a hand in that. Yes, Conan is no longer here. Yes, Puma's had a hard year. But hey, man, change of color, change of pace, change of mindset. Everybody's got to go down a dark tunnel every now and then if they want to find the light, brother.
Prince Puma, Sinestro de la Muerte. Here we go.
Okay. Okay.
Of course, Vamp, we've seen Puma and De La Muerte quite a bit. Both very fast, both very agile, but I think Prince Puma is the better high flyer.
No doubt. Yeah, he's one of the best in the world. Actually, he is the best in the world. But we know what I like very much right now? He didn't start off with any of that flying around stuff. He just went straight for the kill, punched him in the face. That's a different kind of Puma. We've never seen him start a match like that before.
Well, here we go. High athleticism here. Both men, former trios champions. Of course, Prince Puma, our first ever Lucha Underground champion. And now, almost starting from the beginning again, Prince Puma. And with moves like that, he will quickly ascend back to the top of Lucha Underground.
Big difference in Prince Puma. Yeah, he's appreciating the fans. This time, look, he's not looking around at the crowd. He's staring at his opponent. Very, very distinct there.
Perhaps maturity coming in Prince Puma here.
Perhaps a different road to be walked down.
Staying focused, staying at his opponent's head, and that's extremely important. You always want to keep your opponent in front of you.
Inflicting pain.
Snapmare now exposes the back, and Puma takes full advantage. And to your point about Puma really starting to bring it all together, not only is he not paying attention to the fans, but it looks like he's starting to focus his attack on a particular body part. Here, the head, neck, and back.
Yeah, it's almost like the Puma of past, you know what I'm saying? He was very respectful, very nice. Very nice, let's just say. How nice can you be in the temple when you're getting your head kicked in? What I'm seeing here is he's actually going out to hurt somebody. I like that.
Well, I mean, it seemed like Puma was going after Meal a couple of weeks ago, trying to hurt Meal. Maybe this new, darker, more poised, more violent, more aggressive Prince Puma is exactly what the temple needs.
Maybe it's what Prince Puma needs,
A lot of space being made up here.
Yeah.
Wow, great catch there by De La Muerte. Now the whole entire momentum of this match changes.
Not the nicest guy to be in there with, to say the least, my friend.
You're talking about Sinestro De La Muerte, who hooks
Yes.
the leg and goes for the cover, but it's not enough. Now, I know that you've translated for me before, but proper translation of Sinestro De La Muerte.
Sinister death.
Thanks.
But-
I probably, if you would have given me a guess, I would have gotten that.
But it would mean, and now, okay, Mr. Smarty Pants, what it means is it's a sinister death, like you're going to die painfully. That's what it means.
Got it. Vamp, on cover here. And again, just this new aggression, this new direction, this new focus for Prince Puma. Is it good for a fighter that has earned his way into the hearts of the fans with a certain style? Is it good to change it up midstream?
Man, listen, man, I don't know, but something's gotten into him. The way I look at it is like this, Matt. If you want to stay on top of the game, you've got to adapt, change. You know what I mean? That's the Krav Maga way. You've got to change your defense and offense. Brother, if you want to be the top kid, you have got to go the distance. And going the distance means learning a new style, adapting a new attitude, a new personality, making your character just that much darker. Scar tissue makes a man, you know what I'm saying?
You use the term kid and then you use the term man in the same sentence. This is a young man's game, but it takes the fighter's heart, a man's experience to truly excel, and perhaps Prince Puma is crossing that threshold in front of our eyes. And speaking of thresholds being crossed or even broken, Mil Muertes has arrived, and let the fight begin! Muertes out, but this match continues. De La Muerte takes advantage of Puma's distraction now, using the ropes, but Puma repositions his opponent, now locks eyes with Mil Muertes, almost to say, this, my friend, is for you. But he's not going for the cover here.
Wow.
Message?
A severely dark, evil, disturbing message.
Hang on.
Whoa.
That's the setup for Mil Muertes' signature maneuver, the flatliner.
Oh, man.
Vamp, I like this darker Prince Puma.
I love this darker Prince Puma.
If Puma is going to go to war with Mil Muertes, then Puma needs to get rid of that nice guy stuff and start to kick some ass. Alex, Aerostar, and Drago will team with the Gift of the Gods champion, Sexy Star, to take on Jack Evans, PJ Black, Taya, and Johnny Mundo. That Atomicos match still to come here on Lucha Underground.
Want to see me, boss?
Just wanted to see how my man, Cortez Castro, is doing. I want to say how sorry I am that we lost Francisco. I want to find the man responsible. And I promise you, I'll do whatever it takes to bring the real killer to justice. Maybe it was Big Rick. After all, Cisco did burn his eye out with a cigar. At least I have you, my friend. And you know, life must go on.
The following Lucha schedule. Introducing first, from the streets, Cortez Castro.
And so the show must go on as well. I'm giving you the match of your career tonight with this one for Mr. Cisco.
Getting word of an added bonus match here. Coming out of Dario's office, Cortez Castro makes his way to the ring. Seems to be wrestling tonight. Although it doesn't seem like he's prepared. Better be. Melissa, tell him what he's won.
And his opponent, from Jalapa, Veracruz, Mexico, Pentagon Dark.
How about not knowing you have a match? And having a match with Pentagon Dark.
Yeah. Not only do you got the energy, the vibe, good or bad, light or dark from the temple, this guy changes things when he walks into the room. You're walking into the ring with a guy who's bent on doing bodily harm to you, and he's sick in the head.
And while I'm looking at Pentagon, I can't, as Pentagon looks at you, I can't help to think about the Chavo Guerrero El Dragon Azteca match, because the winner will face Pentagon, and Rey Mysterio is the guest referee, but both Chavo and El Dragon Azteca Jr., they have a legitimate beef with Pentagon because of the injuries they sustained at the hands of Pentagon Dark.
Yeah, well, I mean, he broke their arms, right? So, yeah, I guess that would be a beef, to say the least. But, hey, man, I haven't seen any of those guys face anybody like Pentagon, so they might have the biggest beef on the planet, but it's not going to do you too much good.
Back to the action in the ring now. Pentagon Dark.
He knows exactly where to kick. Muay Thai style, right in the back. Bust that hamstring from the other side.
And what about the fact that the last time we saw Pentagon as he stares a hole into you again, man? Damn.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that.
Looks like playtime may be over. Priority Express package pile driver. Mr. Castro, please sign here.
Is your winner, Pentagon Dark.
And now, what has become customary after Pentagon Dark victories, the broken bones of his opponent in the form of their arm. We've seen Pentagon do this to so many, put so many out of action. And one more to the list. The commitment to excellence goes way beyond the silver and black.
el viejito de Chavo Guerrero o el flaco de Aztec Dragon. El que gane va a sentir dolor. Yo le voy a romper los huesos. No me importa. Aquí, arriba del ring, yo no respeto ni a mi madre. ¿Y saben por qué? Porque yo soy Pentagonal, el cero miedo.
All the people here, the believers, they love war, and that's what they will get later tonight. Chavo Guerrero and El Dragon Azteca Jr., they fight in the main event for an opportunity to face that man right there, Pentagon Dark. The twist, Rey Mysterio is your guest referee. Our main event still to come here on Lucha Underground.
Introducing first, currently in the ring, they are the Lucha Underground Trios champions, Aerostar, Phoenix, and Drago.
Collectively known as the Super Friends, the Trios champions set for action.
And their partner, also in the ring, from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, she is the Gift of the Gods champion, Sexy Star.
She has carried that title with honor. She has inspired a generation, and now Sexy Star prepares to do battle in this Atomicos match.
And their opponents, the team of Johnny Mundo, Jack Evans, the Daryl, PJ Black, and Dario, collectively known as the Worldwide Underground.
Well, as this cantankerous quartet makes their way into the temple, some believers may remember 3 weeks ago, Sexy Star defended her Gift of the Gods title against Taya. Afterwards, the Worldwide Underground attacked. The Trios champions came out to Sexy's aid. That's pretty much all you need to know about this Atomicos match here. Now, this is, of course, the second Atomicos match in Lucha Underground history. The first one ended with Johnny Mundo pinning Sexy Star. How history will dictate tonight's outcome remains to be seen. Of course, the Trios champions won their titles from PJ, Johnny, and Jack, as you see Phoenix reminding Johnny of just that fact. This match, part of an action-packed hour here on Lucha Underground. Still to come tonight, of course, Chavo Guerrero versus El Dragon Azteca Jr. But before we get there, hostilities are about to boil over.
There's too much energy. An hour is not enough, man. The fans are voicing their opinion, and they're saying, let's go. That's what that means in Spanish, by the way.
Now, the definition of Atomicos match, Vamp, in the Lucha Libre culture, for those that are uninitiated.
Atomicos, they're mixing atoms, you know what I mean? Like it's an explosive situation where you take an unlikely pair and you put them in the ring and see what kind of explosion will come. That's what that means.
Tag in, tag out, pinfall, submission, disqualification, or count out are the ways for this match to end.
I've only really seen this in Japan, you know what I mean? Where the fans are cheering for both people at the beginning of a match because they know it's going to be a great fight.
Yes, the Knights of the Temple, the believers here, accustomed to the action. As Sexy Star ducks Taya's clothesline, sends Taya in. The momentum knocks Sexy down.
Huge tackle. And I think Sexy almost banged her head on the ground there.
Sexy Star up as Taya's on the move. Sexy leapfrog to get out of the way. Went for the pass by, but then pulled the hair down. And of course, Sexy and Taya have a lot of hostility between them.
That was a very unique kind of bulldogish kind of move there.
Has the height advantage, reverses the whip. Taya's arrogance may be her downfall as Sexy meets her with a boot. Sexy Star now. Rana sends Taya.
Big Big tag. Smart move.
Taya tagged in, I believe she tagged in Jack Evans, and Drago is in there, and Jack and Drago have a long-standing history.
Yeah, the Dragon and the Dragon Slayer. Let's see what Jack has to say or do.
Now, of course, this is you might remember some infighting between the Worldwide Underground. PJ didn't want to tag Jack in, and maybe this is the reason why. Jack spends a lot of time showing off.
Okay, now what the hell was that? Oh, there's Jack. Smart. I told you up, baby. Oh, how about that?
Some of Jack's best in-ring work. Kick to the gut there. That is PJ Black. Sends Drago in. Drago, lower center of gravity, used to reverse. Drop down, tries to trip. Ducks the line. Using his speed is Drago. Running Rana. Puts Black on his back. Checks the kick.
Drago is so quick. Very enthused. Would that be the right word to use? Oh, wow.
Okay. Made to Arrow Star.
That was like a flying comet right to the jaw.
There you go. Quick tags here by the Trios champions, working as a cohesive unit, trying to soften up PJ Black, but take nothing away from PJ.
Wow.
Unique offense there, man.
Unique, bro. That's what happens when you do.
And now, the main antagonist.
Did you see what he just did?
Johnny Mundo.
He just loaded up his leg like a bow and arrow and booyah in the back of the head.
Now Johnny has Arrow Star isolated here. Sends the man from the Cosmos in, unique way, using his environment to get out of the way. Baits Johnny in. Arrow Star will have a speed advantage.
Say what you will about Johnny Mundo, but he's adapted to everything and everybody and every style that's come from every which way but loose here in Lucha Underground. Like him or not, Johnny Mundo's on the top of his game right now.
Yeah, most people that have haters are really, really good. Johnny's one of them.
You got nothing but haters, dude.
Tag made. Here comes Phoenix, and Johnny was waiting for him.
God damn, bro, that was like poof. If that was a baseball, it would be out of Yankee Stadium. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Phoenix sent in, uses the ropes momentum, trying to change this match around. Phoenix up onto his feet. Went for the thrust kick. Johnny ducked. Kicks away the line, does Phoenix. Fells Johnny, and now Phoenix.
Yeah. Phoenix has brought the fans to their feet. Check this out. Hell yeah.
And of course, Phoenix probably remembers that the only time he and Johnny met one-on-one, Johnny has the victory. So Phoenix will not take Johnny Mundo lightly here in this Atomicos match. Phoenix sent in, Johnny follows in. Phoenix too quick. Phoenix creating space and closing the distance.
Oh my God.
Phoenix pulls Johnny away from the ropes and tags in Sexy Star.
What's this now? Here we go.
Sexy and Phoenix, tandem offense. Nicely done.
Damn. How about that?
Of course, Sexy Star, the holder of the Gift of the Gods title, and that is the last step to a Lucha Underground Championship match. Johnny wants that opportunity, and now Sexy is in the proverbial wrong part of town.
No doubt about it, man. Johnny Mundo was no dummy, and he took her down, and she just fell into the trap. Like a spider's web, you know, the fly, that it pulled her right in. Now she ain't getting out without getting a beating.
Now, the Brown Recluse. Jack Evans.
The Brown Recluse?
It's a spider.
Oh. You know, not everybody was a school teacher. Excuse me.
Forgive me for reading books. Back to the action in the ring now. Jack Evans taking advantage of Sexy Star.
No, wait. Now, Jack, please don't do this.
We've seen this from Jack before.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
I mean, physiologically, there are a lot of nerve endings in the lower extremities. Tag made to Taya now. Taya would like nothing more than to rearrange Sexy Star's face as well as the trajectory of her career.
No doubt, man. Oh! That is such a vicious elbow because she's actually hitting her with her hip and her lat. You know, that's a lot of weight behind that shot.
Taya uses her momentum and closes the distance. Hard knee strike may have caught Sexy in the eye.
I think that the distance between Sexy's teeth and nose were short in there. She knocked it right up into her brain.
Anyone that's ever boxed will tell you it's very quick. You can open up a cut immediately on your eyebrow. The blood starts to drip into your eye. You'll see Sexy pawing at her eye now.
You know, the eye socket is very vulnerable. I remember I broke it one time in a match. Billy Kidman did a moonsault. He hit me and he busted my eye socket. I didn't even know until 3 days later, but it is a very easy thing to do.
While Sexy's vision may be impaired, she has enough wherewithal to get out of the way. Sexy Star now. Enziguri rolls through. Tag made. Here comes Drago. Johnny on the move in. Drago waited for him, and now Drago will begin to use momentum to his advantage here. Knee strike creates space. Aerostar sees an opportunity. Springboard codebreaker. Tornado DDT. Drago holds on, puts Johnny in position for Phoenix to do Phoenix does best. Cover here.
No. Huge save. Huge save.
Great offense there by the champs, and now the Worldwide Underground come in and try to even things out. Drago with a kick to Taya. Down she goes. PJ bides his time, sends Drago in like a...
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Eye in the web.
Sexy made the tag. Sexy made a tag.
Good point. Tag was made. I'm not sure if Marty Elias is aware, but it seems to be that Sexy and Johnny are legal here.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Meanwhile, Aerostar just took out PJ Black.
Aerostar just put his life in the hands of fate and closed it and jumped. Talk about a leap of faith.
Johnny Mundo now. He is his own god. That's what you get for not believing, pal.
Bro, he's going to believe right now that a size 11.5 A6 to the jaw is not my idea of a good time.
Phoenix taking out both his partner and his opponent. Casualties of war here in Lucha Underground.
Hell yeah, brother. There's going to be some collateral damage, no doubt, before this match is over, Matt.
Now the beautiful weapon, the North Wind, the Midnight Sun, Taya, working over Sexy, still pawing at her left eye.
Oh, damn, what the hell happened there? Nothing good. Ugh.
Well, they say in the land of the blind, the man with one eye is king. Sexy Star now.
Hey, Taya, I don't know if you can see this, Matt. Taya seems to have hurt her leg. I can hear the screams of agony from somewhere.
Meanwhile, while Taya is convalescing on the outside, backslide, shoulders are down, and the Worldwide Underground win.
Johnny Mundo, Jack Evans, the Daredevil, PJ Black, and Taya, the Worldwide Underground.
I understand we have medics on the floor as well as Marty and Phoenix are checking on Sexy Star, but there seems to be a severe injury on the outside.
Well, I can hear her. I hear somebody crying.
There's Taya. She's clutching her left leg, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, for her not to gloat, man, it's got to be bad. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, while the Worldwide Underground show concern, they do also have reason to celebrate. They are victorious here. But who will be the victor tonight when Rey Mysterio steps in as special guest referee? El Dragon Azteca Jr. and Chavo Guerrero battle it out for the chance to face the man that broke both their arms, Pentagon Dark. It all happens tonight here when Lucha Underground returns.
Apparently, he's sorry.
fighter that rises above. One fighter that people say could be the next breakout star. For me, it may very well be this man right here, El Dragon Azteca Jr. Of course, he is mentored by Rey Mysterio, and that is a wrinkle in this story as we turn the page. And of course, Vamp, everyone remembers the broken arm suffered by El Dragon Azteca Jr. at the hands of Pentagon Dark, but now seemingly 100% healed and looking for revenge as well as momentum, El Dragon Azteca Jr.
And his opponents from El Paso, Texas, Chavo Guerrero.
The last in the line of the infamous Guerrero family, a former Gift of the Gods champion, and many feel one of the most arrogant, mean-spirited, and insecure people here in Lucha Underground. Chavo Guerrero grew up in the Guerrero family. Chavo Guerrero grew up in the shadows of his Uncle Eddie, as well as his family, Chavo Sr., Mondo, Hector. Imagine what it must have been like for Chavo growing up. That's why he has such a bad attitude, and that may very well be why he's so insecure. All those things make that man right there very, very dangerous.
Please welcome our guest referee from San Diego, California, Rey Mysterio Jr.
He is a national treasure. He is indeed the king of Lucha Libre. And tonight, Rey Mysterio is the special guest referee in this match that has high tensions and high rewards. I say that because Pentagon Dark broke both Chavo and El Dragon Azteca's arm. Both of them want revenge, but only one can have it. When we come back, Rey Mysterio will do his best to call it down the line. It'll be El Dragon Azteca Jr. versus Chavo Guerrero when Lucha Underground comes back next. Welcome back to Lucha Underground. This our main event. Rey has to be fair in this. I mean, El Dragon Azteca is Rey's former trios tag partner. Chavo Guerrero and Rey Mysterio, I mean, we have discussed at length the legacy, the friendship, the animosities between Rey Mysterio and the Guerrero family.
But, you know, I'm sure Rey has been in the business long enough that he can separate that at this moment. But he's being thrown right into the mix here, right into the big leagues with the big dogs here in the big league, which is Lucha Underground. I mean, you know, being asked to be a referee, it's a different thing. You're spacing, you're timing, you got to stay away from guys, you got to watch this and that. You kind of got to know how to call it. That's nerve-wracking.
Bloodlines are thick, so is the friendship. Nice little transition there from the standing switch. Chavo blocked the arm. Now you can see Dragon Azteca did the same thing. So you can see that Dragon evolves as the match goes on. Chavo rolls through to alleviate the pressure. The quickness of Chavo Guerrero reverses the arm wringer and sends El Dragon Azteca down. Captures the head now, controls his quicker, smaller opponent.
Exactly, quicker and smaller. He lost it, and that one Dragon Azteca would have usually taken over, but Chavo's smart enough with that experience that he learned from his family, put that headlock on, clamped it down, and returned the match in his favor.
Dragon sends Chavo off to alleviate the pressure of the headlock, but only to receive a tackle in the cover, but Dragon got his shoulder right up. And look, Chavo, what did you say, that's slow?
I love that. Yeah, he said it's slow. He's getting in Rey's face, which I told you it probably was. But now Chavo's got that thing on.
Well, now, it's the first count we saw from Rey. So let's see a couple of more and see if Rey's cadence is consistent.
I hope so.
I mean, slow is a relative term. I mean, El Dragon Azteca on his feet now. Nice arm drag right in the middle of the ring. Chavo flat on his back and now realizes that there's space and time and gives him a little wink. This pace behooves Chavo Guerrero. Chavo's controlling the pace of this match. Whether you realize it or not, the wily veteran, Chavo Guerrero, is controlling the young upstart, El Dragon Azteca Jr.
Hey, man, I've made fun of Chavo since day one, and I'll be the first to admit it. Sometimes I'm a little bit harsh on the guy. Okay, I get it. But I have seen this guy. He's traveled the roads. I'm in shitty hotels, bad food, bad rent-a-cars, bad arenas. He's been in battles. He's earned his due. You know what I'm I'm saying? But Dragon Azteca, I haven't seen him so much yet. You know what I'm saying? So Dragon Azteca better be a little bit respectful here.
Dragon in on the move. Chavo one step ahead. And when Chavo's on, he's on. Now Dragon Azteca now is trying to build momentum. Oh no, Chavo was able to get his shoulder up and Rey was fair right there. Dragon went for the arm drag again and now he keeps Chavo's head. That prevents Chavo from getting up. And right there, losing the head, Chavo goes over onto his front, keeps his shoulders off the mat.
Wow.
Trying to go for an armbar there, but Chavo...
looks like a Kimura he's got on
He
tight.
was trying for it, but Chavo just seems to... Well, it looks like Chavo's not doing much, just moving his wrist, moving his elbow. It makes El Dragon Azteca in a bad spot right there.
Yeah, he's creating a valley, which we would do if you were on the ground in judo, jiu-jitsu, or Krav Maga, so you can kind of just get the pressure off the shoulder,
look at that
and hook the head and roll him over.
Shoulders. And Vamp, this is a term you taught me. Chavo seems to be moving what you call off the flinch. Can you educate us on that term?
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's kind of like the first reaction. It's a thing that comes from Jeet Kune Do, but Krav Maga uses it a lot. It's kind of like when you go into a haunted house and a ghost jumps out and you throw your hands up. That's your first strike. I see that a lot, Chavo Guerrero.
Chavo Banderas onto the apron.
Bandera. Bandera, Matt.
Thank you, sir. Chavo, again, just too smart. This is almost like a major league team playing a college team.
Rey Mysterio, I'm not sure if he knows what's going on right now.
You know, any referee watching will tell you the best compliment you can give a referee is that you don't notice him in the match. And up until right there, I haven't really noticed Rey, and that's a compliment. I did notice that from Chavo there. Floats over, deep leg hook.
I almost think if Chavo was a little smarter and he put that forearm across his throat, he could have choked him out. But hey. Ooh. And that, whether you might not realize, Matt, kicking him around where the arm and the shoulder kind of connects, that's old school. And I'm talking old school 500 and 600 years ago. Aztec warriors would do that. They wouldn't stab you for the kill because they didn't have the right weapons, but they would hit you in the shoulder, behind the knee, behind the ear, take you out so that you couldn't continue to fight. Not kill you, but maim you. Maybe Chavo has, done his history.
Chavo's knowledge of anatomy is certainly on display here, but El Dragon Azteca has heart. We've been talking about Chavo this entire time. Let's not forget El Dragon Azteca Jr., because here he comes. And now create space. Focus on your opponent. El Dragon moves in and gets his head taken off with a clothesline.
Yeah, I hope Rey Mysterio doesn't fire up and forget that he's a referee and he wants to be in the match. I almost saw Rey. He was in that little wrestler stance. He was ready to go.
Cover. 2. No.
When you get your bell rung like that and you step out of the ring for 2 or 3 seconds, sometimes what?
I was going to say, the mat is very dusty, and when Rey was counting, it looked like a dust particle went into Chavo's eye.
See? Now look at the way that Chavo has got that hooked. He's got his chest on the back of his head, putting more pressure, choking him. Might not see it in the arms, but it's a dirty trick, and it will certainly take the wind out of your sails quick.
Nice little slide through Canadian trip into the whiteout, the single leg crab, and it's a move that required minimal amount of energy from Chavo Guerrero. Chavo is on his game right now, like a pitcher who's got everything working.
If Chavo would kneel on his knee right there on the inside of his thigh and sit up more and put more pressure on, you better believe he'd tap out.
He tapped.
Yeah, what did I tell you?
I didn't see a tap.
I think...
And neither did Rey, so this match is continuing.
Ooh, well, hey.
Now it gets good, folks. You knew it was going to come. Ooh. Could read lips there, but I won't repeat that. Why would... If Rey disqualifies Chavo doesn't get his opportunity at revenge. That was dumb. That was hot-headed. For all the praises we sing for Chavo Guerrero,
okay,
his one thing is that he's a hothead. And El Dragon Azteca now is in the electric chair position. The execution of Chavo Guerrero. He got him!
Here's your winner, El Dragon Azteca Jr.
Bam! Chavo was doing just fine until his hot-headedness got the best of him.
Okay, and what about Rey Mysterio throwing a punch? I told you he was...
Chavo threw the first punch.
Doesn't matter, you're means nice try. You did a good fight. Yeah, well, why don't you translate this? This is boom! 619!
A perfect ending to an incredible match. As Rey Mysterio holds the hand of his protege high, Dragon Azteca Jr. will get his match and perhaps his revenge on Pentagon Dark, whereas all Chavo Guerrero ends up with is an embarrassing loss and a 619 for Vampiro. I'm Matt Striker. Good night, everybody.
I have destroyed the man who killed you. He no longer walks this earth. But my work at the temple is not done. Before I could take the mask of your killer, it was stolen from us. And now, I'm sending the Black Lotus Triad to destroy Pentagon Dark and show him what fear really looks like.
Sexy.